Hey guys, welcome back. It's week 6 of our holiday home challenge, and this week we're tackling gross hidden grime in our living areas. How often are you pulling out your sofa when you're vacuuming and dusting behind your furniture? How often are you wiping down your doors and your baseboards? I am obviously not doing this often enough because under my sofas was like a bug factory. But I feel so good. Everything's so clean. I'm going to show you how right now. The first thing we're going to do is dust the ceiling and the walls, your curtain rods, the top of lamps and picture frames. I like using a dusting wand because it's fast and it's easy. I don't know how often you dust your walls, but I found a ton of like micro cobwebs on the ceiling and in the corners. I couldn't really see them with the naked eye, but there was a lot of cobwebs. So this was 5 minutes to do, and I'm so glad that I did. Now it's time for suckage. We're pulling out the furniture. This is not fun. Some people do this every time they vacuum. I don't know who those people are, but they need a medal. They must have like biceps for days because it was very heavy. It was a chore, to say the least. I just don't do this very often. Obviously, I need to do it more often because there was so many bugs and so much dust. I was kind of horrified, honestly, but I'm so glad that I pulled it out. And that much dust means dust mites, which means dust mite feces. So I'm really happy it's gone. I pulled out the furniture upstairs and downstairs. Someone deserves a medal, and it's me. If your couch cushions come off, we're pulling them off. We're looking for crumbs. Do your kids shove wrappers down in the cracks? I used to do that as a kid. Thankfully, my kids do not do this, but I did find a French fry, a Starburst, and a whole lot of crumbs. This is also the perfect time to wipe down your light switches, your doorknobs, and your doors. My doors have molding. I was shocked at how dusty they were. I guess I don't dust my doors ever, if I'm being really honest. So the tops of the doors and all of the molding was so full of dust. And of course, the baseboards. They were very, very dirty. And every time we're walking by dusty baseboards, we're just kicking up dust into the air. So a quick wipe is all you need to get rid of the dust. I also took a second to wipe all the cold air returns, which were slightly horrifying. Why are these so dirty? I don't know, but I'm feeling so much better about my air quality. My home is healthier with a good deep down clean. While the furniture was pulled out and while I was walking around doing baseboards, I was noticing little scuffs on the wall, so I was just giving a few seconds to buff those scuffs out, to get any marks that are on the wall so my walls look brand new again. This is also the time that you want to do your knickknacks, your electronics. I don't know what it is about audio video equipment, but it was so dusty, probably because I never dust it. But it was a layer on top of there. So all of our video consoles, all of our, surround sound systems, I just gave them all a good wet wipe to collect all of the dust that was hidden back there. It was a lot, but it only took about 5 minutes to do. So you got to do yours this week too. And last but not least, you're going to put all the furniture back and then give your space a deep down last vacuum. That was it. I mean, this week was a lot of work. It took some muscles, it took some scrubbing, and unfortunately, it looks exactly the same. You're not seeing a difference, but I'm feeling better knowing that the crickets are gone, the potato bugs are gone, the spiders are gone, the dust is gone, and I feel like a grown-up who deep cleaned my house. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week's week 7 of our holiday home challenge. If you are just tuning in now and you haven't been following along, I'm going to put a link down below where you can get the free guide with a ton of checklists of things that you can do to get your home ready for the holidays. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, thanks so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. Do you ever just look in the mirror sometimes and look at yourself and say like, who is this person and how did I get here? I think that a lot because for a really long part of my teenage years and my early 20s, it was like bizarro world, the opposite of me. I was so against cleaning. I grew up with a clean freak mom and my parents worked all the time, and then they would come home from work and they would cut grass and they would clean the house, and my mom would be like crazy and polishing her crystals on the table after a 12-hour shift, and she was doing baseboards and windows, and I was like, why are you working all the time? Like, you're not happy, enjoy your life. And she's like, this is what you do when you're an adult. And I was like, whoa, man, I don't ever want to be an adult because that's sounds really bad. And so I left home really young. I wanted to be an artist. I was like, I'm just gonna be free, man. I'm gonna live in a tent and I'm gonna just like walk to the beat of my own drummer or whatever. And when I first got my own place and then became a mom, I still thought that cleaning all the time equaled some arbitrary Stepford wife, 60s housewife bullcrap that I didn't want to do. I wanted to be like not that person. I wanted to be the cool mom who was just like, yeah, we're just gonna eat takeout and like shove it in the couch cushions. That's cool. You know what I mean? Except that made me miserable because my house was disgusting. And so I had to really discover that it doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to be a crazy clean freak that cleans all the time to have a home that you love and that you're proud of. And my career now is talking about cleaning and organizing all day, which is ironic, and I'm pretty sure my teenage self would throat punch me if she knew what I was doing now, but I'm happy. And it doesn't mean that I am my mother. It doesn't mean that I'm my mother when I pull out the couch and vacuum behind it, because I know that I don't do that all the time, and it is part of being an adult, but it's not all of being an adult. And you can just spend a little bit of time every day and get the same results and be happy. And still be free, man. I'm not in a box. I'm not a clean freak. I just like a clean house. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.